Single 40 podcast. All right, we've been back about 2 weeks from our last trip, Manila and Bangkok, Pattaya. So 82 days away from the next. So talk a little bit about the last trip and the friends we made, the guests we had on the podcast. I want to start off by talking about the Philippines versus Thailand arguments that people get in and which one's better. As my stance hasn't changed, they're different. You should go to both. And my point, we went to both. We didn't make it to Angeles City this last time, which was depressing, but we didn't have enough time. So with that being said, if you have enough time to travel to both, it's extremely easy to get to Thailand from Manila, as me and Glenn found. It's our third time doing that leg of, Manila to Bangkok. Was it like about a 2.5 hour, 3 hour flight?
Yeah, it was 3 hours, so.
Relatively cheap. I think it was around 300 US a person and a 3 hour flight. Obviously, you land in Bangkok, and there's about a 45-minute ride we took to the hotel we stayed at, which was right next to Soy Cowboy. But if you're going to go straight to Pattaya, which I would probably advise to do if you're there for a short period of time, it's about an hour and a half south of the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, you get there real quick. Freeways are nice. Get in a van, drive down there, and you're in Pattaya. So we did our whole one night in Bangkok thing, which was cool. Went back to the Thai Lock, had a good time there. Glenn's working on a video for that one. But, again, Pattaya is fucking badass. Like, I fell in love with it even more this time.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on. And I think being on the ocean and, it's got that vibe. Like, it's kind of like Boracay or,
Yeah, it's got the Waikiki vibe to it, though, because it's busy, right?
It's definitely busy. A lot going on, so.
The thing that kept dawning on me is, like, I just kept going in my head, like, it's normal to be in Thailand. Like, we've gone there 3 times now. It's like feels normal to be in Thailand, which, I don't know, kind of sounds cool. Felt good to me. I'm like, I like being here. It feels normal.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoy going there. Definitely want to go back and check out other places.
So one thing we learned, and this is good information for anybody that wants to travel over there, our dumbasses have been to Pattaya before, and we never went to Soy 6. I saw the name, I saw it in other videos, but I never really put 2 and 2 together. Like, that was a separate place from Walking Street in Pattaya, and you got to go there too. So we never went on the first trip. And we spent a good 4 or 5 days there the first time and didn't go. And this time we actually went. And I'll throw out there, Walking Street sucks. Soy 6 is cool.
Yeah, Soy 6 is pretty cool. Walking Street, there's so much going on.
It's just a different vibe, yeah. Right? Like, Walking Street has all, has nightclubs, has go-go bars, has restaurants, and it's worth a walk down it for sure. But if you like just relaxing in a bar and hanging out with the girls, Soy 6 is it.
Even the little back streets.
Well, yeah, that's the other part, right? So you got Soy 6. We went out there one night, had a great time. I think Mac TV, when we were podcasting with you, he said there's like 70 some bars on Soy 6, and they're all really small, but it's a cool, intimate environment. You sit down and they got, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 people working, and customer service is really good. And the only thing negative is the blasting music, but that's pretty much all those places.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, whatever you're looking for, right? If you want that nightclub look, you could go down Walking Street if you want, just play pool and relax like we did. There's all that stuff on the side, and Soy 6 is kind of like the in-between, I think. They don't have any clubs, but it's a lot going on. There's like,
Yeah, there's no stages, there's no dancing, no go-go bar. It's just, it's almost like the hostess bars you have here in Honolulu, It's like,
yeah.
There's people that sit down and drink with you if you want to buy them drinks, and that's about it. They're all really small. But a lot of girls, a lot of people traveling there. We had a group of like 6 or 7 people with us, and we were basically selecting on where to go into if they had seats available.
Yeah,
it's definitely a busy place, but definitely worth a trip and a walk down that street. And like Glenn mentioned, the first night we went out, we took the truck all the way down to Walking Street. Didn't really go into Walking Street and kind of turned around and started walking back, and then found out there's a place called Boys Town. And so if that's your thing, that's right there. We passed by that, and then I think we went up and down like 3 or 4 more streets and tons of bars, and we found a cool little place. I don't remember what it was called. Played pool, had some drinks. That was a good spot. And then we got into the 7-Eleven pub crawl, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was pretty. That wasn't even something we were thinking about doing. And
Yeah, yeah, it just
yeah,
kind of happened. There's so many 7-Elevens in Pattaya. Basically, what you can do is you start on either side of the beachfront street, and you can walk into a 7-Eleven, grab whatever you like to drink, and you're allowed to drink out in the open, open container. There's no laws like in the U.S. And you enjoy your drink, and by the time you're done with it, you've walked up to another 7-Eleven, go in, buy another one, and you can just keep that path and walk all around the city. So that was a pretty cool experience. We should have made a video about that, but it wasn't planned. It just kind of happened as we were walking. It was hot. We got a drink, drank them. They were done. And then there's another 7, let's get another one. And after like the third one, we realized we had a pattern going.
yeah, I don't even know what we were drinking. Something that was like 6-7% alcohol.
Yeah, it was like a Coca-Cola flavored seltzer type of thing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Dangerous.
So we've released the podcast with, we had 3 guests we were talking about before we went. One of them got busy with other work, so he wasn't able to meet up with us, which is cool. Got to make your money. And then obviously Jeffrey Peterson, Pimp in Paradise, and then Mac TV. Fun experience meeting those guys. Very successful on YouTube, both of them, and they had some pretty cool insights and ideas on success of YouTube and how they got to where they're at. So it's definitely fun to hang out with those guys for a little bit.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to see, just hear their process, right? And like how they kind of come up with ideas and film it and then put it out there,
Yeah, polar opposites dudes. Like obviously American and Peterson from California, and then Mac TV's from UK. And both of them started, have different passions on why they're doing it, and they kind of both do like the Pattaya soy 6 type of. I mean, I guess Peterson doesn't really do soy 6, more Mac TV, but Peterson does his soapy massage stuff. So, and both of them are trying to get away from it. And I mean, talking to them, it kind of dawned on us like the way YouTube works and whatnot. Once you get into a genre or a customer base, if you want to call it that, that's where your videos go. So if you want to do something else, you got to kind of either start a new channel or press hard on the other thing. So me and Glenn are starting to work on another channel, more of the travel side of our travels, meaning not the nightlife side, more of the daytime activities, adventures and stuff. So that's called Passport Ready. We just launched it. You can find it on YouTube, and we're going to start podcasting that too, and see if we can find some travel vlogger podcast people to podcast with. So we're excited about that. So check that out. We'll start putting those podcasts out and tell you once we get into that realm. But that's an exciting thing that we learned from. I mean, it kind of got inspired by both of those guys, after we were done meeting with them and interviewing them.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had talked about doing it, down the line, and it was kind of rough because we were still trying to grow the channel. So, but I think it's a good move for us. I mean, we do party, we do have the nightlife going on, but
it's not everything.
Yeah, I mean, we do spend a lot of time, when we do go to those islands on the boats, and it basically, when those videos, no one watches them. So
yeah, no, like Glenn said, we do put travel videos out on the Single at 40 site, and they don't get watched because they're not fitting the genre of the nightlife, right? And obviously it's a slower path to separate it to 2, but we want to get both of them out there, and we like doing both. So instead of just doing one, we decided we should do 2, and it'll be a slow process to get both of them bigger, but at the end of the day, that's what we want to have is, we want to do the travel, adventure, excursion type stuff, and then we want to do the nightlife, partying, Single 40 entourage type stuff. So after listening to those guys and hearing how when you have that many subscribers and you still make a video that's different than your genre, it still doesn't work. Like that's what kind of changed my mind. It's like, I thought if you just stayed on the path, eventually you'd get so big, but I mean, we have 3,000 subs and these guys are both north of 40,000 and Peterson's like 80,000, and they're kind of pigeonholed into where they're at. So we're early enough to just start 2 and not have all the effort of 1. So exciting stuff for us.
Definitely.
We got a lot of positive feedback about the Monster podcast. People seem to love that guy. We want to put him more in the videos, and we're going to podcast with him again. If you watch that one, you heard the story about the girl in Bangkok. Well, he met up with her again, and there's a whole other story that goes with it. I don't want to spoil it. We'll podcast with him in June before we go back on our next trip, and we'll let him tell the story. But It's hilarious. Same type of stuff, same type of results, if you will, but a little bit different twist.
You can't make it up.
Yeah, we got a comment on one guy talking about how that like he loved Matt the Monster, said how real he was, and it's like that. I wrote back like that's definitely who he is. Like that wasn't an act. That's him, 100%.
Yeah.
So that was good stuff. But I mean, back to the Pattaya thing. Like it's such a cool city because of the beauty of the beach and the ocean, and then all the stuff to do during the day, and the food and the shopping, and then the bars. We found a really cool, it's like an open air beer garden that was right behind the Hilton Pattaya that we stayed at. And, God, I don't know how many bars are in that place, maybe 50 or 60.
Yeah, it was like underneath like some kind of covering, right? And like it was next to that, like where the night market is.
The night bazaar.
Yeah,
It's right on the, there's two roads in Pattaya. There's like the beachfront road that goes one way, and then the road behind it that goes the other way. So if you walk down like the Soy 6 streets or whatever, you get to that street. And it was literally right behind the Pattaya Hilton that we stayed at. And we ended up just going to a bar because there was open seats called Body Shots. And that place turned out to be super cool. A female owner who we got to know, and she was really cool. Her daughter was there, 18 years old, and, working at the bar with her mom. And then they had a cool staff. And Matt was playing pool with some other expats that were visiting and had a really good time there. So there's so much for whatever you want to do in Pattaya. That's why I really like it. Obviously, we've been there twice in the last year, so we probably won't go back for a little while, but it's definitely a place I like to visit.
Yeah, those nights are always fun because we never really had a plan as well that night. When we're walking around 7-Elevens, obviously having a good time. And then when we ended up over there, we basically, just being ourselves, and they were throwing money around again, and I think everyone else had a good time. So
yeah, you already made the video.
Yeah.
So check that out. It's the Pattaya video in our newest videos. I think it should be like third or fourth on the list of videos. And that shows us inside there, and it actually shows that we got the bar owner a bunch of bought and had her make it rain on her staff so they could all make some money. It was a really good time.
Yeah, I don't think that normally happens there. It was kind of a
when we requested it, she was all like, "What?"
Well, it was just like seeing like the crowd. I mean, it's just not that scene, right? And we obviously turned it into that, and ringing the bell, making all this noise, and I think people were just looking at like what the heck are these guys doing?
Yeah, I mean the bell is the key thing. Like in our previous podcast, we talked about going to Thailand and not being able to film and how we had that struggle, and we found the key to that on Soy 6. It's like ring the fucking bell.
Yeah, I mean, because no one does that shit either. So
no.
When you buy drinks for everyone, everything's. I mean, those girls all like sang. I mean, they all thanked us and shit. So.
Yeah, it's a way to start the party, get everybody paid. And even Mac TV, he worked in Soy 6 for a long period of time. He shared that in the podcast. I think he even has a video out about it. And so we asked him, and he was like, yeah, he said there's a double standard. If you go in there and spend money and ring the bell, like, you can film. And he's like, if you're just sitting there having one beer being cheap and you pull out your phone, they tell you to stop filming.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even just like if you're not into filming, it doesn't matter. If you just want to have a good time and get all the attention, like ring that fucking bell.
Oh,
like,
100%. Like, what are you filming out of it?
Like everyone was outside. I mean, that's why those bars are so popular. I mean, all the girls are outside, right? And as soon as you ring that bell, all of them came inside, and they're not in front of the bar anymore. Like,
and the vibe changes immediately. Like everyone's in a good mood. Yeah. And I mean, we rang the bell once at the first bar we sat down, and I think we had maybe 1 or 2 rounds of drinks just for our group. And I think the bill was 5,000 baht, which 30 to 1 US, do the math. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah, no.
And we got some comments about like, yeah, you guys go ahead and ring the bell. It's like, okay, we will. Like,
I mean, I don't know about you, but like we were sitting there having drinks. It was cool. But as soon as like Matt rang the bell with that girl, like vibe changed.
Party started.
Yeah. And I don't know about, I mean, I'd rather have that vibe than sit around and just, but anyways.
To each his own, right? I mean, they have the bells on Walking Street in Angeles, but those bars are a lot bigger with a lot more girls working there. And when you ring the bell there, you got to buy everyone a drink. So it can really add up. But on Soy 6, I mean, they're small.
Yeah,
like,
no, there wasn't that many.
I think I counted it, the one bar, because they line up. Once you ring it, they come out and they do a shot with you or a drink with you, and they have like a song and a chant that they do. And I counted the girls. I think it was like around 15, which buy 15 girls a drink, they get paid, everybody has a good time. Shocking.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about ringing the bell. So that is the secret to having fun in Soy 6. But I was just kicking myself because it's like we never went there the first trip, and
Yeah. Well, it's just I was tripping out that it's just not a common thing. I mean, I'm sure guys do it. I'm sure people, obviously spend money, but even like what uh, Peterson was just like, hey.
yeah, he's like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want the party to start. Like, I want to have fun. Like, we're just sitting here bored. We just got here. Like,
That's what we can end up doing. We blow money.
I mean, that's why you're there, right? To have a good time. I guess it's not for everybody. If you're by yourself, I mean, I'd do it by myself. Fuck it. Like,
I mean, if you're gonna go there and fucking travel there, it's like, why hold back? I don't know.
yeah, ring the bell a couple times. Like, just have the experience, right?
Yeah, I mean, before we went to the Philippines, I never went to like a fucking club and made it rain and had fun and like shit like that. I mean, and that's why we show it. I mean, it just shows that you can have a great time. Like,
Yeah, that's what we're trying to promote, to show, people that there isn't a way to go party for cheap and have like a fantastic fucking time.
yeah, you're not going to like Hollywood and getting bottle service and like throwing a bunch of money around. Like, I've never done that shit in my life.
I don't know if our videos come off as like people think we're showing off or what, but it's
Well,
like
I'm sure they do. That's just the world of social media and internet. Like
the world of haters, I guess. But
yeah, I mean that's another thing that I was telling you I wanted to bring up. It's just how much like negativity, like in general, right? Like people just it's like, and for the most part, it's always the person that has no picture on their fucking profile and it's just easy to talk shit when you've never put anything out there.
Oh, 100%. I was shocked people were talking shit about ringing the bell. Like, really? like what's? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a jealousy thing or they think you're like a sucker because you rung the bell. It's like,
it's like, no, we bring a bunch of money there and we don't plan on bringing it back.
yeah. It's like, it's vacation to have a good time and try to have as much fun as you can in a short period of time, right?
That's it.
And that's what we keep talking about. But I don't know. I mean, obviously we have a base of people that get it and like it, and that's who we're making the videos for. And I mean, trying to show somebody if they don't know that, get your passport. That's why the next channel is called Passport Ready. Like, get that fucking thing ready and save up some money and grab some friends and fly over to Southeast Asia and have a good fucking time.
Yeah, and do it a couple times a year. Like,
yeah, if you can afford it and you have the time off, like, get after it. I mean, even I look back, like, even when we were younger, like, when we didn't have money, and like, I wish I would have known in my 20s, like, even if it was once every couple years, like, I would have gone,
I would have saved I would have saved as much money as I could.
I mean, we did the Mexico thing growing up in California, but Southeast Asia is a whole different vibe, another thing you can't really compare it to. And I just feel so much safer over there than I ever did in Mexico. And I'm not shitting on Mexico. I had a lot of fun there, but I don't care what your budget is, like, figure it out, If you want to go have fun, figure it out. You only live once, as the saying is, and time is valuable, so got to do something you enjoy.
Yeah, man. You got to enjoy yourself, especially as you get older.
Ring the fucking bell. That should be our new motto.
Matt loves ringing that fucking thing.
No, he does. We always make the monster ring it, and he enjoys doing it. But and then even at the little bar had a bell too, the Body Shot one, and that was even cheaper because that had like 5 girls working at it. Like,
that's what I was talking about. It's like those outdoor bars, like no one does that shit. So I mean, when we were doing it and we were making all that noise and like people because they're all like stacked on top of each other basically, and I just remember like people were looking over like probably thinking the same shit. The suckers are ringing the bell.
Exactly, and then we showed up a night later after having dinner. We stopped by there and like, what do you know? They're like so excited to see everybody. And I don't know, some people think, oh, they're just happy to see you because you have money. It's like, no shit. That's why they're there, to make money and work. But their job is to show you a good time. And that's what we're there for. It's like a fucking even trade.
And I mean, you won't get it unless you have that mindset, I guess.
We'll keep pumping that mindset. So looking into the future, we're obviously here in Honolulu, and our next trip, I think, is 82 days from today. And we're excited about that. We'll talk about it a bunch more, I'm sure. And we're going to go make a return to AC, which it was sad not going there last time, but unfortunately time constraints put us on the path of not going there. But this time we're going to go there for a couple nights, have another big party. We're going to bring the Pimp in Paradise over to the Philippines for a performance.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then we're going to take our new vlog squad. We're going to take some of them to Boracay, the family, everybody over to Boracay for 4 or 5 days. Have a good time, come back to AC, and then, wrap it up in Manila and head home. So we're excited about that. But yeah, hit us up in the comments. Tell us what you're thinking. Even if it is hate, like, let's debate it. Like, let's talk about it. Is ringing the bell stupid? Like, let me know why you think it is, and I'll tell you why it's not. But come at us. Let's do it. We open it up for anybody.
That's it, man. You gotta have a good time.
We'll end it on this. Ring the fucking bell.
Hell yeah.
All right. See you guys next week.